looking!
It's our best chance to secure the beacon. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Shepard!
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
The Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
All right, so welcome back everyone to Mass Effect. Last time we added Tali and Rex to the party, and we've had some trouble finding Garrus off screen. So actually, I think we're just going to skip ahead to the next stage of the main plot here, which is we have to. Oh, actually, we got to level Tali up, auto level. Skip that. So we've got to. Yeah, we've got to go back to the Citadel Tower and show the information that Tali gave us to the Ambassador and the Council.
I don't seem very receptive of your information, and I think it's all, politically and racially motivated there. It's like they're kicking and screaming, not wanting to move against this guy, then it's like...
Okay, that's a side mission. We'll worry about him later.
Then they realize, oh no, he really is the bad guy. Yeah, it just seems like they're really dragging their feet on this. We are so lost.
It's always weird because this brings you to the correct location, but like you're facing the wrong direction. You're always facing the downhill,
weird.
and the major plots and the council meetings are always upstairs.
To the council.
Is it because they expect you to turn around and look at your team when you arrive in a room or something? Or
Beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Captain Anderson.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and
because
all efforts
audio
will be made to bring
recordings
him in to
cannot be
answer for his
faked.
crimes.
Of course
I
not.
recognize the other
this is
voice,
the future.
the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari
It's a
who
disinterested
have entered the final
TV
stage
actress,
of their
isn't
lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people.
Hey, even they gotta eat.
Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers.
She's a very healthy yogurt.
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found
My guess is it's some kind of a tube.
Now, the interesting thing about this choice here is that despite the one short vision scene that we've had solid evidence that Saren was up to no good, but we didn't really have any solid evidence of what a Reaper was, or what they would want, or where they came from.
Yeah.
And
what's their motivation
as a player, I kind of believed what the Council believed at the beginning, that, you know, this story about Reapers and the Geth is something that Saren is feeding them so that they will support him, and that he had some other objective. But there isn't even an option here as Shepard to doubt the existence of the Reapers. It really is just a question about how aggressive you want to be about supporting it. Just saying
duh.
Yeah. So I always went for the middle one here.
There should be an option for duh.
Which is basically that, you know, the character is convinced of what they're convinced of, regardless of what I think. So, you know.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face
Yeah,
the
do you want to hear what I think, or
Don't
just
make
what
the
you
same
want to hear?
mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
No, it's not.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take
Sure,
Saren
can
down.
they get sensors?
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No, it's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet
Wow,
into the Traverse.
he doesn't.
And the ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
I think they're voting on who the weakest link is.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Oh, what happened there?
Some characters,
Commander Shepard.
textures are popping in.
Hmm.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
So what do you get, like new digs or
Spectres are
something?
not trained,
Sort of.
but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Wait, it wasn't called on and seconded. Script.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now.
Wait a minute, I thought they
You
said
should
they
go
weren't
down to the
trained.
C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Not to mention, how long is it going to take you to get up to speed?
Bastard didn't even thank you.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Okay, Spectre bonus. Spectre training, charm, and intimidate talents unlocked. Okay, so that's how they...
Intimidate talents?
Yeah, they can be used in conversation to threaten people. So that's how they frame the structure of how the mission works, in terms of you get some level of support, you know, in terms of you've given a ship and a crew, but you know, not everybody believes in what you're doing. They believe that Saren needs to be caught, but it's politically sensitive. The presence of human colonies in this area they call the Traverse is controversial because there are other political forces nearby that people don't want to antagonize, and that's the Terminus systems.
Wheels within wheels.
Yeah, so again, it's not a full military mission. It's not full support, but you do get some stuff. So not everybody's going to believe you, for instance. All right.
Where is that true anywhere?
So
no, it just seemed weird. First, they literally say Spectres are not trained; they're chosen, and it says, "Okay, now we got to get you some training." It's like, what? I was just chosen.
I think they mean for the crew.
Make up your mind.
They mean it for the crew, not for the character.
It's just bad writing.
I would not say that.
I would.
Okay.
Whatever you do, don't push that button. Okay, we've got to push this button. Huh?
Okay, so that takes that up. Garrus.
Boy, what is it with that guy?
I don't know. You know what? I'm actually gonna.
Shoot him?
No, I'm actually
Yes,
gonna
please.
Google this because I think in the past I may have always gone to the medical clinic before I went back to Cora's Den, and what happens then is that I think you still get the shootout at Cora's Den, but you maybe you don't get the one at the med clinic if you go to Cora's Den first. So I'm gonna see if there's. Yeah. It's actually a question on GameFAQs. Where do I find Garrus if I recruited Rex and Tali first? If someone says I'm on my second playthrough and this time I recruited Rex and Tali first, as opposed to going to the med clinic to find Garrus. After recruiting Tali, I went to the med clinic and no one was there but the doctor. The journal says I don't need Garrus anymore. I should be waiting by the elevator in CSEC headquarters. Just try to go up to the elevator of the Normandy and he should bother you just like Rex. So she says you should be right here.
Just type get lamp.
Is that him?
What does he look like?
No, that's a guard. I mean, he looks like a Turian, but that's a guard. That's the elevator to the Presidium. Oh, here he is. Here we go.
Congratulations, Shepard. Heard they made you a Spectre. I'm glad somebody got the council
He's talking to that other
Saren
guy.
for what he really is.
I appreciate that, Garrus.
I resigned from CSEC after the council ignored my investigation. I was sick of all the politics. You're the only
Wow,
one who
word
seems to be
travels
doing
fast. It
anything
was only
about Saren.
30 seconds
Let
ago.
me come with you.
Yeah, I honestly think that works out more naturally if we had recruited him first, because then it seems as if he's resigning from CSEC because we're inviting him to come with us and we're also chasing Saren. But where we went to Cora's Den and got Rex and then Tali first, yeah, it looks like it looks a little strange.
Oh, it's very
You're a
strange. What did you
Turian.
get a text? It's
Why
like
do you wanna
everyone,
bring
yep,
him
we got a
down?
new Spectre. It's a
I
human.
couldn't prove it
Everybody
in my
get that? It's like,
investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You won't regret this, Shepard.
Okay, so basically every time you recruit a person, you have to choose who you're adding, and the other person just kind of, I guess, goes back to the ship or whatever. And I do most of my playthrough with 2 of these 3, or there's actually still someone we haven't recruited yet, and that's probably gonna be next. The humans, I guess I'm just a racist. The humans just don't get much play when I do this game.
They just suck. Well, I mean, when you think about it, the whole idea is to experience new, interesting species.
if you could have 2 cool aliens or just humans, what would you choose if it was just up to you and there was no other restrictions? I mean, why
I don't know.
wouldn't you?
It depends if you were like stuck in a small room for large, extended amounts of periods of
What,
time.
you mean like this elevator? Yeah.
One, I was thinking more of like in a shuttle for weeks at a time.
My main problem
trapped
here
in a spaceship with no ventilation.
Is that Rex is blocking the elevator button. Also, this game is not as old as Halo 1, but oh wow, and he's moonwalking into the wall. You can kind of see the cinematic ambitions, kind of like what Halo 1 has, but you can, just like Halo 1 has as well, you can also see that like things are a little clunky, right? There are long pauses, and there's things popping in and out, and it's not...
It doesn't have that refinement that a lot of games have had over the last decade.
It gets
so,
better.
Yeah,
I mean,
you got to forgive it.
With 2 and 3, things get a lot smoother.
Well, things are all tied to the period, People don't take them for when they came out.
Oh, okay, and I'll take this elevator ride to level up Garrus.
Elevate me. I love how now they're all in uniform, positioned.
In other news,
Corp
is
like,
still denying reports
pick a button.
that one of
We're
their
all standing in the right
survey teams has
spot.
gone missing in the Hades
Yeah,
Gamma
and every
cluster.
one of the news reports is
When
about an
asked why
area that you end up
communication
going
with the
to
survey
later.
team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
In fact, actually, let me see. Since this is a playthrough, there's usually a way to or maybe that's in the other games. There used to be different outfits, so you could actually change what the characters were wearing.
Ooh. It's funny there's nothing on the galactic weather reports or the stock market or, local news. All the things.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is local. Sometimes it's about the place you're in. At the Citadel, I think it's mostly like international news. It's from other locations.
It hasn't mentioned one special, one sale, one sponsored in part by.
Oh, well, we're not in the market.
No, but still. Oh, come on. If there are any humans around, they'd be advertising everywhere.
No, there's a marketplace where there is all that stuff. Trust me.
Oh yeah, but knowing humans.
I've got big news for you.
Did we just leave this party?
Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liari T'Soni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Okay, so I think here it doesn't really matter what we say because I think we can go wherever we want anyway, but we could indicate here basically we've got two locations, Pharos and Noveria. We don't know anything about them, but there is the last crew member, which would be Dr. T'Soni, and we could either agree to do that now or we could say one of the other things. What do you think?
I'd flip a coin at this point.
All right, well, I tend to always
like
go to complete the crew first.
Cluster.
It's your decision, Commander.
Let's do that.
You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Ooh. So don't make messes.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Why are you promising that?
Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, I've been human all my life. I've been a Spectre for 5 minutes. Oh, it's just political. He's a jerk anyway, but there's no advantage.
Well, that's just it.
There's no advantage to antagonizing him, though. Really.
I'm sorry. If somebody tells me, you don't answer to us when I'm good, then F off. I mean, seriously.
Yes, Commander.
No, I promise I'm going to make your job easy, Ambassador. No,
Honestly,
you've got something important to do, regardless of whether it makes it politically difficult for him.
That's
his problem.
Jeez.
But
you'll need his support, though.
Oh, I'm sure she will, but geez, it's already 5 seconds and she's already kissing butt.
So be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
Yeah, especially giving up your ship that fast.
Close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres.
Yeah, that seems
weird.
weird.
Me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance.
She just said
like
that.
They sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre.
Yeah.
We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay, we can always go back and talk to him again later, but that's enough for now.
Yeah, heck with your career. Yeah, so stop taking up now. Mm-hmm.
Stand by, shore party.
I find it surprising he would give up his ship that quickly and easily and whatnot. That seems kind of odd.
I think he takes orders.
I think he does too, but it's just the way it was expressed.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
And some of these options are amusing. Let's keep this short. I need to be honest with them. Now we do things my way. But I never choose that. I always tend to go Paragon options in these things.
Well, here's the thing. You know, we're all having elements of things that this guy wasn't privy to. He hasn't, as far as we know, he hasn't been told that information, and yet he knows that information. So it's like, where are these people getting all this info from? Are we supposed to say that time has passed?
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
A lot of you are going to die. It's going to suck. It's going to be really painful.
Our enemy knows we're coming. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down. Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Great. When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Sure you can. Yes, what are you talking about? I can open up this airlock right now and you'll fail.
Alright, so we haven't played with this yet. This is the galaxy map. And this is where you spend a lot of the game choosing what you're going to do next. Oop, okay.
Wow, why do you have to go from one side of the room all the way to the other? That sounds terribly exhausting. Certainly wasn't designed with convenience in mind.
So here we can see the locations that have been labeled for us already. The two places where they had leads on Saren, which were Theros and Noveria. Noveria, you might remember the name from the Attract video, where we got a distress call from there that we ignored. This is Asteroid X-57. This is a DLC side mission. And then there's this one, which is where the Benezia's daughter is working on a dig site. She's an archaeologist.
I'm assuming that jumping through these things are relatively quick. Otherwise, we're going to have to give this assignment to our descendants.
No, it's just a loading screen. So I have to remember.
Now, do we have anything that will go intergalactic, or is it just?
No, we're pretty much staying in our own galaxy.
Okay.
What I don't remember here is which one of these is it?
Sparta? Well, it's up to you, Commander, because you don't answer to them anymore.
Alright, well, we'll go to Sparta. We can always jump around later if we need to.
This is Sparta! Sure, why not? Let's travel to the system. What could possibly go wrong?
I probably just didn't look at the
Something just went wrong.
No, nothing's gone wrong.
Not yet.
Okay, Sparta, Tremaine, Idolus, I think I need to...
You're the only ship within 12
I need
parsecs.
to check the guide and see if it tells me exactly where Leone is. And by the way, the Rogue VI thing is that other mission I was talking about. That's I think that's not a DLC. I think that's just a side mission.
Look, I know you're trying to do a whole bunch of other stuff, but I've got this problem.
Okay.
You're our only hope.
Okay, so explore the uncharted worlds of the Artemis Tau cluster to find Liari T'Soni. So it doesn't tell us where she is exactly.
We don't know where to go. My God, what do we do? Self-decision making. Can we just ignore this guy?
This is another thing that always bugged me about the controls, is that like the obvious back out button is always B exit, but that actually takes you out of the map entirely. Whereas to zoom out, what you want is X, actually.
X. Okay, X to zoom out. So B is to exit.
Yes, exit the whole map.
What you really want is to zoom out. Well, why don't they have zoom out and zoom in? That at least would make some sort of sense.
I did it again. I did it again. Oh boy.
Damn poorly designed interface.
Oh, and also there's also an element here of pixel hunting, because like
really?
Yeah,
now that would be
I don't remember if it's in all the games or just the first or last one, but basically yes, like
that asteroid.
when you move this reticle over various things, there'll be a noise that indicates there's something there that you'll have to find.
That one. This one there. Wait.
Okay. See, what you do is that there's always the A button, which is a survey, and that basically lets you scan stuff. And I think there's a certain amount of kind of like resource.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet.
You gotta find the planet Automatopoeia.
It looks like an automated distress beacon.
I got a gas deposit for you.
Okay, that is not. That is not where T'Soni is. That's a side thing, almost certainly. See, we're already ignoring. We're already ignoring distress calls.
Yay!
Plutonium. Okay, I don't think it's this cluster. Let's try Macedon. In some of the other games, they changed the map around a little bit, so you're actually kind of flying the ship around like in a little mini game type thing.
Really?
Yeah.
So, how much time has passed here? That's what I want to know. I mean, we're supposed to be on the clock, aren't we?
No, there's actually not a lot of time pressure in this one particularly.
Really? Okay. Well, see, I thought we were worried about the galaxy being taken over and destroyed, and this guy getting away with things and finding conduit access and all that other fun stuff. And
yeah, but Saren,
we could be hop skipping and jumping between systems when he finds
Saren doesn't know where it is either.
Well, yet. What if he gets lucky?
No, that's not it.
Oh, there was a green switch. It was there all the time.
Well, there is. I mean, the green button is land, but
Warning, level 1 pressure hazard.
Proteus? I'm kind of hoping I recognize the planet.
Your crew is getting terribly dizzy.
Cersei?
It's funny, I've noticed so far in all these little maps, the sun looks exactly the same color.
That's not always true, though, actually.
No, it's not, but it's just that the ones we've picked lately, there's no white suns, there's no blue suns, there's no red giants, there's no, you know, range of suns. They also seem to be terribly close. I'm assuming this isn't to scale.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Thank goodness.
But you'd also have to think there would be plenty of systems that just wouldn't... Oh, Pharos. That sounds familiar. No? No, that doesn't look right either. Turian insignia.
Nausicaa. People get really sick of that planet.
Can I scan all of those? Yes.
Join us next time when you pick your planet. Okay, now you have to bid on this planet without going over.
This planet is full of Armenians. Oh.
Why'd you
Well, rich industrial world claimed by human systems. Prothean ruins. I think this might be it. Yeah, let me just...
To the lumber
Yeah,
yard.
I think it's there. Let me just check and make sure there's nothing more obvious than that.
So do you have to visit every single one of these,
No,
or can you only land on some of them?
Most of them you can't even land on. Like, a lot of them are gas planets. Some of them you just survey and you'll find other collectible things. I think in this case, though, I think it's Therum. I think that's the only one, because it's the only one that's mentioned Prothean ruins, and it's got structures on it. That looks really familiar to me.
Mm-hmm. And you can't mess around with the asteroids and things, right?
Okay, so who do you think we should choose?
Well, we seem kind of alien-centric, so and considering you're like Rex, I'd probably go with Rex and Garrus. Ashley's kind of a racist, supposedly. And at least their skill set, Garrus has, you know, half purple and half red. Rex has half blue and half red. Zali is like all purple and nothing else. So she's a little specific. So I'm not sure what you guys are going to be facing, but it's good to have, you know, some diversity.